Hello learners, how are you all? I hope that you all have been doing very well. My name is Patel and I am a lead instructor at Declios Academy. Now we are creating a course of Dynamics 365 CRM for all those people who are interested to become functional or technical consultants in this domain. And today is the first video of this course in which we are going to understand that what exactly Dynamics 365 CRM is, and we will also understand some of the important concepts of Dynamics 365 CRM. This entire course covers the important topics which needs to be covered if you want to become a consultant. So enjoy this course and enjoy this first video. In this we are going to understand the first pillar of the Dynamics 365 CRM and also the basic things related to it. So enjoy the video. Alright, so as you can see here, we have a list of topics which we need to cover in this video. First of all, we will discuss about what is Dynamics 365 CRM. Then we will see the difference between different modules which are there in D365, like sales, customer service, field service, etc. Then we will be able to understand that how to do the environment setup in Power Apps. So Dynamics 365 is totally built upon the Power Platform. All the applications, all the model driven apps are built upon the Power Platform, so we will be discussing about that as well. We will be exploring the Power Platform ecosystem. Definitely we will be understanding what are the different kind of things which are included in the Power Platform which helps us in Dynamics 365 CRM. Then we will understand what is Dataverse, navigation and UI walkthrough. I will be navigating you through some of the apps, model driven apps which are there in the Power Platform for the Dynamics 365, and then we will have an overview of solutions and apps where we will discuss about what are the different kind of apps which are there in the Power Platform, and we will also understand that what is a solution, right? So let's start with the first point, which is what is Dynamics 365 CRM. So I will give you a brief definition of it. See, the full form of CRM is customer relationship management. So whether it is Dynamics 365 CRM or any other CRM, CRM always stands for the same meaning, right? So customer relationship management, it means that a company wants to build a relationship with its customers, and for that it requires a software, and that software helps it to manage all its relationship with its customers. That is what we refer as CRM. So CRM is basically a software which helps you to manage your relationship with customers. Now when I say that it helps you to manage the relationship with customers, we often think in our mind that what kind of relationship is it, right? So that thing is included in the different modules, right? When we talk about the sales module, customer service module, field service module, all of these modules have different kind of interactions with the customers. When we talk about sales, we are basically targeting the new customers, and then we want to convert them into a potential customer, right? And for that we have an entire sales pipeline where the first of all the customer is an lead, then it gets converted into an opportunity, and then the things go forward, right? So main definition of CRM is that it helps us by providing the tools and technologies which helps us to build our relationships with the customers and make ours as well as our customers' life easy, so that you can easily manage all the data related to your customers, and you can also leverage it for the betterment of your organization, right? So this is the first thing which we have understood, that what exactly is Dynamics 365 CRM. So we will going to get we'll just tick mark it. So our first to-do list task is completed. Now let's move on to the second task, which is to understand that what is the difference between Dynamics 365 modules, like what is the sales module, what is the customer service module, and what is the field service module. And for that I have a Microsoft module, and in this we are going to understand from this document that what exactly these modules are, right? So as you can see here, it is written that Dynamics 365 customer management apps help organizations fundamentally reimagine how they engage with customers, right? So it basically helps you to digitalize or we can say to make it more structured relationship with your customers. Organizations can create personalized marketing, sales, and service experiences using data and intelligence to improve every interaction. So Dynamics 365 includes a lot of automation tools which helps you to automate the relationship between your customers, right? For example, if you want to automate the process of sending the emails on the customers when they perform some or other kind of action, then that thing could be done with the help of the Power Automate, which is the part of the Power Platform, and we are going to discuss about it in the upcoming lectures. So the Dynamics 365 is associated with the Power Platform, and it helps us to create such flows which helps us to automate the processes for our customers. Now let's talk about the engagement apps. So there are 5 core Dynamics 365 customer engagement apps. Since we are talking about the CRM, we will be focusing upon the customer engagement apps. The most important from all of this applications are the customer insights, sales and customer service, and field service, and the project operations. So this is what we will be understanding now. Let's talk about the customer insights. So in customer insights we have like 2 types. One is customer insights journeys, and the second one is customer insights data. Now when we talk about the Dynamics 365 customer insights journey, we can say that it is a marketing automation application that helps turn prospects into business relationships. Whether it's creating rich and dynamic marketing content or helping you understand your leads better, Dynamics 365 customer insights journeys provides you with everything that it needs to take control of your marketing efforts, right? So Dynamics 365 customer insights journeys is powered by Microsoft Power Platform. As I've discussed before, that all these engagement applications are built on the Power Platform, and it provides the customers with the ability to analyze, target and engage with their customers. Then we have the customer insights data. So customer insights data can help you build a deeper understanding of your customers. So customer insights data connects data from various transactional, behavioral and observational sources into a single unified customer profile to provide a 360-degree customer view. So it helps you to gather the data of a customer from different sources, and then it helps you to manage all that data into a single platform. Use these insights to drive customer-centric experiences and processes. Then we have the Microsoft Dynamics 365 sales. So sales is all about building your relationships with the customers, and then ultimately from that you want to increase the sales for your organization. So Dynamics 365 sales empowers sellers to build strong customer relationships and close deals faster. Digital selling tools help sellers better understand which customers and sales opportunities they should be focusing on. In short, we can understand that it helps you to build the tools and the operations which helps you to get the potential customer for your betterment, right? So the sales application is available in several options to provide each organization with the functionalities needed for their business. So we have 3 different types of models available in the Microsoft Dynamics 365 sales. The first one is Sales Professional. It is a lighter weight sales management application designed for small to mid-sized businesses that need solid customer relationship and sales management capabilities. Then we have Enterprise model, where the enterprise grade sales and customer management solutions providing robust guided sales processes and automation in a digital age. Then we have the Sales Premium. So it is the most complete sales management and engagement offering with Microsoft's powerful AI capabilities woven throughout to drive significant outcomes and performance in a sales organization. So this document contains all the information regarding the different customer engagement applications. I will be sharing this in the description box, so you can just check it out. You can also look out the other units which are available in this entire learning path. Now let's talk about the customer service. So when we talk about customer service, it is about empowering your support staff to provide enhanced assistance to your customers. Now you already have a customer, and now you want to provide the services to those customers, and you want to make sure that the services which you are providing should be streamlined and error-free. So it provides you with everything needed to manage the complete end-to-end life cycle of support requests reported by customers, from the initial case creation and management to developing knowledge management solutions. Dynamics 365 customer service helps organizations ensure that the customer issues are being handled quickly and effectively. So this engagement application helps you to solve the problems of your customers and make sure that you solve them effectively and in a streamlined manner. Then we have the field service. Now field service is for those companies which have the workforce, and the workforce goes to the customer's office or house and they solve their problem. For example, a technician goes to the house of the person who has some technical problem and then they solve it. But in order to call that technician or to report the issue, you definitely need a platform from where you can do this. So for that we have the field service. So Dynamics 365 field service provides organizations with the tools necessary to deliver on-site services to their customers and manage their mobile workforce. Dynamics 365 field service helps equip technicians with what they need to increase first time fix rates. So it definitely helps you to effectively create an environment where you can automate the process of helping the customers solve their problems with the technicians. And all the technicians are mobile, it means they have to move from one place to another place, so you definitely need to instruct them as well about the instructions which needs to be followed when helping a customer. So Dynamics 365 field service provides tools that help you create work orders, schedule and dispatch technicians, execute on work orders, manage and service assets, manage inventory and billing. So these are the things which are included in the field service. Don't worry, we are going to walk through all of these modules in the upcoming sessions, so we will definitely going to cover all these things. This is the first session where we are understanding the basics about the Dynamics 365 CRM, and we will focus more on the development part so that you can easily navigate through all of these things, right? Document part is extremely easy. You yourself can reach out to these documents and you can find all the information which you want. Then we have the project operations. So project operations basically helps you to manage the project management cycle, right? It helps project-based organizations connect sales, staffing and resourcing, project management and finance teams in a single application. So you can manage all these different things on a single application, and that capability helps to accelerate project delivery and maximize profitability. It provides organizations with the tools they need to control projects using either traditional waterfall or agile methodologies. And Dynamics 365 project operations manages resources by providing accurate information for analysis of resource allocations and utilizations. So it helps in different kind of tasks like project-based selling, project management, project resource management, all of these things. You can definitely take a look at it, right? So these are the 5 different type of customer engagement applications which are there in the Dynamics 365 CRM, and most probably when you are a functional consultant you have to deal with all of these applications and you should have a better understanding about them. So what I would suggest you is that you just take a brief overview of this entire documentation and understand that what exactly these applications are, and the certification name is MB910. so if you are willing to give that certification you can definitely opt for that. Okay, so we have also covered up this second topic. Now let's move to the third topic, which is environment setup. So from here we are going to understand things more clearly because now we are going to see the practical. All right, so environment, let's understand that what is environment first. So environment is an environment where you can manage all your applications. It's the part of the tenant. So the first thing is you have a tenant, and under tenant you have multiple environments, and in these environments you can create different applications and different automate flows and different tables and different business rules, a lot of things, right? So you all have those things in your own environment, and you can create applications and manage things into that single environment, and then you can share those things with the end users and they can leverage it. So let's understand that what is an environment, and I will also tell you that how you can create your own environment, right? So let's move to Power Apps. Yes, so you have to search Power Apps like this, and let's click on the first link. So I'll click on sign in. Okay, so as you can see here, we are on the main screen of the Power Platform, the Power Apps. So from here you manage everything, right? So you create your applications from here, you also create your Power Automate flows from here, and business rules from here. So all of those things can be managed from this single platform. Now many of the things you might be thinking that what exactly is Power Automate Flow and how to create it. I don't know that. Don't worry about that, because we are going to discuss about this in the upcoming sessions, so everything will be covered up. Right now our main intention is to understand that what exactly environment is. So let's not get to this part right now. Let's understand that what is environment. So as you can see here, it is showing an environment, and currently we are in the customer service trial environment. So this is an environment which is offered to you by Microsoft, right? So they offer you the trial environment. Currently, as you can see here, it is showing me that your trial environment will expire in 29 days. So usually the trial environment is of 30 days, and you get the 30-day free access to this trial environment. And let's understand that how to create this trial environment. All right, so for creating a trial environment, you don't have to do anything. You just have to come here and search Dynamics 365 free trial and click on the first link. So as you can see here, we can see all the different applications right here. So we have Dynamics 365 Sales, Customer Service, Contact Center, Field Service, Business Central, and Customer Insights. And you can just have the ability to use any one of them if you want. So what you have to do, you just have to click on try for free, and you can just enter your email ID and you can start your free trial. And when you start your free trial, you'll be able to see this kind of navigation page where I'm currently in the customer service trial. Now I also have other trial environments, as you can see here, but I would better suggest you that you create this environment. Like, you initially start with a free trial environment so that you can learn things in a better way, and it will also provide you with all the premium services. But let's understand that if you want to create your own environment, because environment are different, right? If I have to give you an example of this, when you work in an organization as a consultant, you will be able to understand that they will have different environments for each kind of development. So for the development environment, they have an environment called dev. Then for the testing part, they have a sandbox environment. And then for the production environment is the environment which is being used by the final customers, will be the prod environment. So all of these three different environments are there, and you can just do all your experiments and other stuff in your development environment, where you can just play around things because you're not afraid of the errors coming, because no one is going to use that. Then once you perform those actions into the developer environment, after that you can just move that solution to the testing environment, sandbox environment, where the QA will test all the functionalities which you have developed. And then finally, once the QA confirms everything, then that changes will be migrated to the production environment, and those things will be used by the end customers. So this is the main use of the environment. You can create different environments for the different purposes, and you can create your own applications and everything into those environments, and only the people who are the part of that environment will be able to access those information. So how to give the access, and what are the different kind of security rules which are being offered to the people, we are going to discuss about all those things in the next sessions, so don't worry about that. So right now, as you can see here, I have different environment. I have another trial environment. I'm currently in the customer service trial, and I have already told you that how you can create this environment. You can just start your free trial from here, and it will automatically create this kind of environment for you. Now for the purpose of creating a developer environment, let me show you how you can do that. So what I have to do is that I'm going to click on this settings, and then you have to click on admin center like this. So this will take me to the admin center of the Power Apps. Let's wait for a few seconds. Okay, all right. So we are in the admin center right now, and now I'm going to click on this second option of environments. So let's click on this. So as you can see here, it is currently showing me two environments which I had created. The first one is the customer service trial. So I had basically used this trial environment, so that's why the name of this environment is customer service. So that's why it's showing me customer service trial. But yes, when you want to create a new environment, you just have to click on this new icon, and then you just have to name your environment. So whatever name you want to provide to your environment, you can just name it. You just have to select the region from here, from whatever region you are. Then here, this is an important part where you can select that what type of environment it is. So as I told you before, that you can create the environment of your own choice. For example, if you are developing something and you don't want that to be used by the end customers, and that is just for, you know, fun, and you're just experimenting things, then you have to select the developer environment. But it is, if it is for the testing, you can you know, click on the sandbox environment. Trial environment is for the learning purpose, so that's why I told you that how to create a trial environment. You can create it by your own. It's extremely easy, right? So you can create different kind of environments as per your wish. There is no problem in that. And then after, you know, just selecting all the information, you just have to click on the save button, and your environment will be created here like this. Now all the environments which we create, you can create as much environments as you want, right? So once you create those environments, you can use them, right? So you can create a developer environment, then you know, sandbox environment, and then a production environment, and then you can actually start developing things and, you know, help it used by the end customers. So this is what an environment is. And in fact, as you can see here, they already have, you know, showed an application, like a definition of the environment here, that an environment is a space to store, manage, and share your organization's business data, apps, chatbots, and flows. Definitely, because environment is a kind of a space which helps you create all of these different things, and then you can share those things with the people, right? You can also migrate the data from one environment to another environment, so that we already discussed with the example of the developer and test environment, right? Okay, let's move next. So we have understood that what exactly is environment, and I've also told you that how you can, you know, set up your own environment. Now let's talk about exploring the Power Platform ecosystem. So let's understand the ecosystem of the Power Platform. So let's move on to that. So currently we are on the home page, and in the home page, as you can see here, that we are here having a lot of options. So when I click on this create option, I will be able to see that I can create a lot more things, right? So you can start with Copilot, you can start with data, you can start with a page design, you can start with a blank canvas app. So you can basically create applications in the Power App platform. We are surely going to talk about what is a canvas app and what is a model driven app in the upcoming sessions, and we will in fact create a canvas app as well. So it's just going to be exciting, but I just want to give you a sneak peek of how exactly a canvas app looks like. So as you can see here, I already have some app from templates. What I can do is that I can just select any of the pre-existing templates, and I do not have to design the entire application. Let's say if I want to use a Power Apps training for Office, I can just click on this one, and I can click on create. I can also select that for which I want to create. So if I select like it is showing me already that it's for the tablet, right? So let's click on create. So it is loading, and after a few seconds we will be able to see a canvas app here. Creating a canvas app is an exciting thing, and it's a fun thing. You will love it when you will, you know, dive deep into what are the FX formula and everything. So we are going to talk about that as well. Now it is asking for some of the permissions, but I'm not going to allow those things for now. So let's click on don't allow, because I just want to show you that how this application looks like. Yes, so as you can see here, so this is the application which we have created. When I click on the play icon, I can actually, you know, navigate through different things into this, as you can see here. So you can just create this kind of a UI in the canvas application. Here we have different kind of things through which we can add things. If I click on new screen, I can able to add any kind of screen I want to add. So we will discuss about this thing in more detail when we go through the next sessions, right? For now, let's you know, jump back to what we were doing. Yes. So by clicking on this create button, you can create any kind of canvas app you want to create, right? You can directly start with the data. Now this data, where you get this data from, we are shortly going to talk about that. And you can start from a blank canvas as well. It means you can just start creating an empty blank canvas application by your own self. So let me just show you that thing quickly. Yes, so from here you can just select that what kind of size you want for your application. If you select tablet size, then it will have a size of a tablet. If you select the phone size, then it will be of the size of a phone. So let's click on phone size. And if you would have selected responsive, then it would be responsive in all device types. Alright, as you can see here, we have a screen. Let me just change the color of this so that you can see it clearly. Let me make it red. Yes, so we have a screen here, and this is a phone screen, and I can just do whatever I want to do into this, right? So you can insert different kind of icons from here. Let's select one icon, let's say button. So I can just insert a button here, and you can define different properties on this. And here we have the Power FX formula bar. You can just write all the formulas from here, but we will discuss about it in the upcoming sessions for sure. Let's leave it for now. Yes, so this was about it. Now when you click on create, you can also create the agents, flows. We also have an AI hub here. As you can see, this is the same AI hub which is also showing here. In AI hub, they had provided a lot more AI tools options where you can create the documents, or you can modify the documents automatically, right? You can create the invoices from the data which you have, and all those things can be performed dynamically. So we are also going to discuss about that a little bit, but yes, you can do a lot more things with it. Then we have learn. So learn is a section from where you can explore different videos and documentations which will help you to understand more about the Power Platform. In the apps section, you will be able to see all the apps which you have created. So these are the already existing applications, and you can also create the new app from here, and the same thing we also explored from here when you clicked on create. Then we have the AI hub, right? So AI hub, I already discussed that it contains different models. It also has, since it is a new thing, so it also has a lot more videos which will help you to guide that how you can perform all those actions. And yes, you can explore different kind of models. So let's click on this AI models. You will be able to see a different like a range of models which are there to help you. Like we have prompts now have their own section, like extract custom information from documents. You can extract the information from documents, and you put that information into a table. You can extract the information from invoices as well. So you can perform a lot more actions with this AI models, right? Which is the part of AI hub, by the way. Now let's talk about the tables. Now tables is an extremely important part when we want to understand Dynamics 365, because we have a lot more to do with the tables, right? So we are going to discuss about that a little bit now. So as you can see here, we have two types of tables. The first type is the standard table, and the second type is the activity table. Now activity tables are the tables which are associated with the time, or we can say are associated with the calendar. Let's say appointment. So appointment is something which needs to have a date, so that's why it is of the type activity. Then email also is associated with a date or a time, so that's why it's an activity table. And all the other tables besides this are called the standard table, like account. So these are the rows and column kind of tables which contains all the information about the customers or about the accounts. Then we have address, then we have attachments, business units. So these are the different kind of tables we have. We can also create our own table by clicking on new and by clicking on create new tables. So you can create your own table like this. Now this thing could be done with the backend as well. So we will also see the backend, that how you can do these things with the backend. I'm just going to show you that as well. And in the backend, the table is actually called the entity. So entity and table, both of these are the same things, right? So I'm showing you like how you can create it from this new UI. You have to click on new table and have to click on add columns and data. That's it. So now, as you can see here, you can also leverage Copilot, by the way, to create the table, but we are not going to do that for now. You can just see that our table can be created from here, and you can hide data, and these are the different properties which we have: row ownership and properties. So you can change the name of the table from here. I'm going to name it, let's say, student details. So this is the table I have created, and let's click on save. So it will save the name of the table as student details, and we have a column here. So they by default provide you one column. I will just edit this column and rename it as, let's say, roll number. Okay, and you can also select the data type of this. So I will select the data type as number, and in number also you can select like whether you want to select a whole number, decimal, float, whatever you want. So I will select a whole number, right? Yeah, but see, they have shown one thing, that primary columns cannot be a different data type. Why? Because I have, like as I have mentioned before, that there will be a one column which will be by default, and this is a column which is known as the primary column. So in primary column you can just rename it, but you cannot change the data type of it. So let's just rename it as ID, and let's update it. So it will now allow me to update this thing, right? And in the similar way, if you want to add more columns, you can just click on this new column button, and you can just create it. So I'll name it as name, and let's click on save. Then another column I want, which is for email address. So I will write email address, let's select it, and data type will be let me just select text, and format will be email, right? So this is how you can just select, and you can also make it required or not required. If you make it required, then it will be mandatory for the user to enter the email address, and without entering the email address they would not be able to save the record, right? So I will keep it optional, and let's click on save. So I have created one table, as you can see here, which contains an ID, name, and the email address. And once you create the table, you can just click on save and exit, and let's click on save and exit. Now it is saving my table, and like in a few moments you will be able to see this table in the list of tables which we have already created. Let's wait for this to get finished. Yes, so our table is created, and now if you move, let me show you. Okay, I'll just refresh it. Yes, so as you can see here, our table which we have created, student details, is now appearing here. If I click on this table, you'll be able to see that all these columns are visible to me: ID, email address, and name. Now there are other concepts associated with this as well, that what is a form, what is a view, what is a chart, what is dashboard, what are business rules, what are commands, column relationships, keys. We are going to discuss about all these things in the upcoming sessions, because they will definitely take a lot of time to understand. So we will discuss this in detail, but right now the main intention for me was to help you understand that what exactly are tables. Now these tables are the part of your applications, right? So when you open an application, you will be able to see these tables into that, and very shortly I will show you this, right? Okay, then we have the flows as well. Now flows helps you to automate the tasks, and they basically get triggered on some kind of action performed by the user. So let's understand that. We have different kind of flows here. We can create the cloud flows, desktop flows, all different flows. Right now I'm going to show you that how, like, you can, like, what are the different kind of flows you can create. So when you click on new flow, you will be able to see that you can create a lot more flows that you imagine. You can create an automated cloud flow, instant cloud flow, scheduled cloud flow, and you can also describe to design the flow. So you just have to write the prompt that what kind of flow you want, and it will create it for you. But there's always a question about the accuracy, so it is better suggested that you learn how to create the flows, right? and then we also have the desktop flow. So we are going to discuss about all these different types in the next sessions, but right now, just to understand that what exactly flows does, the flows help you to create the automatic systems for automating the tasks. So you can automate all the different kind of tasks which you want to automate. We will discuss about that for sure. So yeah, so this was about the Power Platform ecosystem, and I'll just click it. Now let's talk about the Dataverse. What exactly is Dataverse? So Dataverse is a very easy concept to understand, and I will just clear it up in just a few minutes. See, all the tables which we had seen here, I also told you about the Power Automate flows and different things we create in the Power Platform. All of these things need to be stored somewhere, right? We need a database for that. So that Dataverse is what we call as the database. So that is the database of our Power Platform. So Microsoft has its own database which is called Dataverse, and in Dataverse we have all our information stored when it comes to Power Platform. So all the environments you create and all the applications and tables and relationships and forms and flows and everything which you create in that particular environment, all those things get stored into the Dataverse, right? The default format of storing the data into Dataverse is a table format, so it stores all that information and you can leverage it. So that is what we call as the Dataverse. Dataverse is nothing but it is the database of the Power Platform. Yes, now let's come to an amazing part, which is navigation and UI walkthrough of different applications, right? But before that, let me just take a sip of water and we will move forward. Okay, so all right, we are in the home page right now. In order to understand that what are the different applications we have created, what we will do is that we will just click on this settings icon, and then we will click on the admin center. Once you click on the admin center, you will be able to see this kind of interface. All right, and from there I will just select my current environment, which is customer service trial. So in the customer service trial, I will click on this URL, which is my environment URL. By the way, from here you can see all these things: security, roles, teams, users. We will discuss about each one of these things, and these are very important for the functional consultants, by the way, so we will discuss about that as well. All right, so right now we are in the Sales Hub application, right? So this is for the sales part, and I told you one thing, that we had created a different kind of tables here. So as you can see here, that we have different entities shown up here, and these are nothing but your tables. We had seen that account table, right? So that account table is actually here. So when I click here, I'll be able to see all the filled entries of those account table like this. So this is what it is. All right, and one more part, that if you want to add any entity into already existing application, you can definitely do that, and that thing we can do with the help of the site mapping. So we will understand that what exactly site mapping is in the upcoming sessions, when we will create custom entities and design the forms and then publish it to the already existing applications. Right now we are in the Sales Hub. If I double click on it, I will be able to see all the applications which are already there. So we have Service Admin Center, Customer Service Hub, Customer Service Workspace. So when I click on Customer Service Workspace, I will be able to see a different application, and all of this application which you are able to see here are the model driven applications. So I will also show you that what are model driven applications, right? And these are the columns we have: case title, case number, priority, origin, customer, right? Yes, so we have customer, we have status reason, we have created on all these different things. All right, okay, now these are the applications we have, and we can create these applications with the help of, okay, let me just see if there is one problem. All right, now we have understood that thing. So these are the different kind of applications, and whatever model driven apps you create, you can create from there here as well. So when I click on app designer, it will take me to a place where I can create a model driven application. So let's see. Like this. So you can create a new model driven app from here. I will just show you by creating one demo app. So let's write here demo app, and I'll click on create. So I'm just showing you that how you can create these applications. While giving you the introduction about different engagement applications, I mentioned one thing, that all of these applications are built upon the Power Platform. So as you can see here, that these applications which we are able to see here, all of these applications are built on the Power Platform itself, and you can just customize them as per your needs. You can add new entities into them, you can modify the existing columns into them, you can create different logics into them so that you can help the customers. All right, so yes, it is loading our application right now. You're able to see a model driven application. What I'm going to do, I'm going to click on new, and I'm going to click on Dataverse table, and then I can add entities into it. So let's say that I want to add the student details table into this. So I'm going to search student details. Okay, so our table which we just created, I will just add it into this. So as you can see here, student details is now added into this application, and this is just a simple example for you. So I'm just going to save it here and then publish it. Okay, so our model driven application is now published. What we will do is, like you can see that this has the UI of this application. What I'm going to do is, I'm just going to double click here, and as you can see here, now we have a new application added, and this is our demo app. So let's click on demo app, and now you're able to see the application which we have created. So student details, I can see all the student details here. Okay, when I click on new, I can just create a new student here. So I'm going to provide an ID, I'm going to provide a name, let's say Jay Patel, and I'm going to provide an email address. And then I'm going to click on save and close. When I click on save and close, it will create a record for me. So as you can see here, it is showing me one record which has ID 1, and I can just adjust it like this. So which has ID 1, name Jay Patel, and the email address as well. So you can just add as much records you want to add into this particular entity. So this entity is nothing but it is our table which we had just created, and then what I did is that I added that table into this model driven application which has a name called demo app. So this is how you can create the model driven application. We can perform a lot more customizations into it, but that is something which we are going to discuss in the upcoming sessions. All right, yes, so we understood that as well. Now one more important thing I wanted to share with all of you is that we are currently in this demo app. Let's move to the sales app. So for that I will move to the sales hub. Now this is an important part for the functional consultants, by the way. Here you can see that we have different sections. We have my work section, we have customer section. These are called the groups, by the way. We have sales group, and inside the sales group we have different areas, which is leads, opportunities, and competitors. When I click on leads, I will be able to see the list of the customers who are potential, like who can become potential customers for me, right? We do not have any records to display for now because there is no data present in the database right now. That's why it is not showing any record here, but we can definitely create the record by ourselves. And in the opportunities section you can see that how many of the leads have been converted into an opportunity. and then we can also see the competitors, codes, orders, invoices, products, sales literature, all of these things. I would suggest you to read the documentation of MB910. It will help you to understand these different modules which are there in the Dynamics 365, and after that you can just navigate through all of these modules, and it would be a lot more easier for you to understand, because I would not be able to explain you each and every module into a single video, because it would take a lot of time. So it is better that you yourself reach out to those documents and just check them out, because they are very easy to understand. All right, so this was our sales hub. In the sales hub, in the similar way, we have customer service workspace. These are the these two are the most important modules which you need to explore. All right, so we had a navigation through UI as well. Now let's just check this one as well. Now let's understand that what are the solutions and apps. Since we have already covered the apps part, I have already explained you that what are the canvas apps and what are the model driven applications. So we will understand that what are the solutions now. Let's move on to that. Okay, so this is the solution part. Let's click on solution. So as you can see here, we have already two solutions. One is Common Data Services default solution, and another one is the default solution. Now solutions are basically the containers of the customizations which you perform. Let me give you a simple example. When you work in an organization, every month you perform some customizations into your project. But what if you want to keep the track of the customizations which you performed? Then you definitely need to put those customizations into some container, and that container is called the solution. Solution helps you to add the existing tables or the existing applications into itself, and then you can perform the modifications into it. So whenever you are willing to see in the future that what changes you had made in the past, you can just go to that particular solution which you had created and see the customizations which you performed at a particular point in time. With that is one benefit of it. With that, you can also share the solutions from one environment to other environment. So they help you to migrate your changes from one place to another place, because when I say that I want to migrate my changes from the developer environment to the testing environment, then I don't want to migrate the entire application or the entire environment from one place to another place. Rather than that, I just want to migrate the changes which I had performed in my one environment, and then I want to just send it to some other environment. And for that, you will use the solutions. You can actually import the solutions from here. So you can import the solution from some other environment, right? So that is what you can do. In the same way, you can create a new solution. So let's understand that how to create a new solution. But before that, I want to also let you understand that what are the purposes of this two solution. Now default solution is your main solution, and this is the solution which contains everything of your environment. So it will contain all the information related to environment, all the applications of your environment, all the tables, forms, everything, all the flows, every single information of your environment is stored in the default solution. So when I click on default solution, you will be able to see that it contains everything. As you can see here, all my components of the environment are there in this default solution. Then we had another solution which is called the Common Data Services default solution. Now this solution is basically for the learning purpose. It means this is a solution which is by default provided by the Microsoft, where you can just perform whatever you want to do. So right now, as you can see here, the demo app which I had created and the student table which I had created, all of these customizations are by default getting stored into this Common Data Services default solution, right? So this is a solution where you can just perform your learning, and whatever customizations you perform, that gets stored into this. So by default, new changes which you perform, those new changes are getting stored into this Common Data Services default solution. But now if I want to create a new solution, I can just click on new solution, and let's name it as this is the month of May. So I will say May solution. So what it will help me to do is it will contain all the information related to like all the changes which I have performed in the month of May. All those changes will be stored into this particular solution. I can select a publisher as well, or for publisher I can just click here as a new publisher, and I will name it as Jai, and the name should also be Jai. And prefix is very important because prefix helps you to understand that who has made the changes. So I will write the prefix as JV. So now whatever table I would create or whatever change I would make, those things will have a prefix which is JV, right? Let's click on save. So it is creating a new publisher for me. My publisher is created and this is Jai, which is by default selected. Then you can select the version, you can name it whatever you want, and then you can just click on create. So it will create a new solution for me, and that will be called as the May solution, right? So let's wait for some time until it gets created. It will take a few seconds of time to create the solution. Great. So now our solution has been created and we are in the solution right now. As you can see here, we are in the May solution right now, and it is showing empty because we have not added anything into it. So in order to perform the customizations, what I can do is that I can just click on add existing, and I can add the existing app or whatever I want to add. So let's say if I want to add my model driven app here, so I will click on model driven app, and it will show me the list of model driven apps which I have. But I would select this app which I had just created a few moments ago, which is my demo app, and I will click on add, right? So what it will do is that it will add that app into this solution. It is as simple as that. And now our application is in the May solution, and now whatever modifications I want to perform, I can just perform. And in future, if I want to just export these changes to some other environment, I can also do that. So right now, as you can see, our May solution is showing here. I can select the solution, I can click on export solution from here, and I can start the deployment process from here. So we will talk about that later, that how do you perform this thing and import this into some other environment in other solution. So that is the part. So this is your solution. This is how you create the solution, and also told you that what exactly the solution does. So let's tick mark this as well. So with this, we have covered up our first session where we had understood that what are the different components which are there in the Power Apps platform. We have also understood the capabilities of the Dynamics 365 CRM, what are the different kind of engagement applications it includes, and I hope that you got a better understanding about it. In the upcoming sessions, we are going to dive deep into more important topics. We will understand that what are forms, how to create the relationships, how to create the business rules, and everything in the upcoming sessions. So stay tuned. Thank you so much.